We got the Scythian doing cameraman duty right now. That's why we got the nice angle going. So what we thought we would do is try to
Just do
have
a
a
recap,
conversation of,
tactical conversation, kind of go over the game from start to finish, reveal what we were thinking.
or not thinking.
Or not thinking, as a help to new and experienced players alike, because it's always good to get more opinions and stuff like that.
That's true. So yeah, we may be making mistakes with the rules. So internet, feel free to chime in and point out where we're going wrong. But one of the first things we were talking about was with the Scythian charging Vyros behind the wall, the +2 defense bonus in melee. So that bumped him up to def 17. So even under Incite, I would need 9s to hit. And one of the approach that I took on my attacks with the Scythian was I was going to try to go with quantity over quality. So I was not boosting to hit, and I was not boosting damage, hoping to buy more attacks.
And this was before we realized the rule mistake. So 7's a hit, average dice to hit. Do you buy more attacks, or do you boost the damage? I'm of the opinion that unless you need 5s or less to hit, you should be boosting damage, because with the percentages the way they were, the percentage chance you'll get the added damage dice of just doing more hits is too low to not be worth just boosting the hits you already have.
And I'm kind of the philosophy that going with more attacks is better. I'm kind of a little bit more reluctant to boost. Hoping to get more damage just through sheer number of attacks. But I think under the circumstances, had we played the rule correctly, where I was needing 9s to hit, I think I might have actually tried boosting to hit and then boosting damage to ensure that I was hitting, and then also maybe get that chain attack off too. Because what happened is I flubbed the first roll, so I didn't get my boosted charge damage. So that right off the bat that hurt. So my second initial attack I did hit. I think I only did like 3 or 4 damage, something pretty sad.
I think you did 6 with the first one and 7 with the second one.
Okay, I'm on
leaving Virus with 5 boxes.
Really? I thought you had more than that. You can find the card, huh?
And he's going in to get my cards to verify how much damage he did. Do you see it?
Yeah, I do. Looks like you have 8 boxes left.
So you did.
So I did
9.
Yeah, total 9. So not so good.
So 2 connections, dice +1. It was POW 19.
POW 19, yeah.
And I was ARM 18 at the time.
Dice +1 with 4 Scythian attacks. Yeah. Or actually, my 2 initials.
You only connected with 2 attacks.
Right. Well, I'm saying of all the attacks I took, though, I mean, I had my 2 initial attacks. I did not get the free chain attack because I missed the charge. Yeah, it was really unfortunate dice rolling. And so as soon as that didn't work out, I knew that my game was shot. So I guess maybe moving on to the other point we were thinking about discussing was continuous fire.
Yeah. Andy went big with continuous fire early on. It's a great Animus. And we were talking about, because Andy recently has been playing a lot without the Seraph. It's not a crutch, but a very integral part of
I'll call it a crutch.
Integral part of Andy's game style is using the Seraph and Slipstream to get interesting threat vectors. And one of the great strengths of Legion is their flexibility and their ability to come from unexpected angles.
Yeah, I think the Seraph is a pretty common war beast to see in Legion lists just because of Slipstream. It's a very powerful Animus. And I think I was able to catch you kind of by surprise twice with the threat ranges I could pull out.
It's true. I was used to the non-Slipstream Andy list, which definitely does not have. It does have leash, but it doesn't have the added 2 inches of Slipstream, which can be absolutely critical. So the big downside of the Seraph is it doesn't deal a whole lot of damage. It's not very good in melee. It does pretty okay strafe attack, which is a large amount of low POW attacks. But then Andy had the idea of putting the Ravagore Fire Animus on the Seraph just for the meta game going on at Hardcore, because Hardcore is very low time turns, and it's great to have your opponent have to do things on their turn, which Andy's list is very good with Dark Guardian, Dark Sentinel, the ability of Veil to move one of her heavies and just have them cream someone if they get too close to her. And if you use the Seraph's Animus, or the Ravagore's Animus on the Seraph, and you're shooting 3 or 4 Khador heavies a turn and setting them all on fire, you're not going to do damage, but you are going to eat into your opponent's time, put him on the back foot, make him nervous, and play head games with him, which is another great strength of Legion. Because
maybe it's a little cheap shot, but you know, it's
page 5.
A different strategy. Yeah. So that was one other thought. Another reason why I want to bring the Seraph too, and it aside from just the strafe and fire, that particular comment that we were talking about. the Slipstream, yeah, obviously that's a no-brainer right there. But other useful things about it are that I use it actually as kind of a large transfer source of transferring damage. Since my Seraph tends to be moving guys around, he ends up in the backfield a lot. And you probably saw that on the battle report. He was not a frontline beast, and so as a result, if I can prevent transferring damage to the Scythian or the Ravagor or the Typhon, who I am expecting to be up in the front, that keeps those beasts in the game a little bit longer and still allows Vale to be taking a hit if she's moving up to get things into sight range, and God forbid I fail on 2 assassination runs like I did there. The other nice thing about the Seraph is, and one thing that I'm particularly worried about with hardcore, is facing knockdowns. And so I'm hoping to have the Seraph around. It's got this the Serpentine body, which prevents it from being knocked down. So hopefully, I need to, if I do come up against a Krios list or somebody else who's doing knockdown, I'm going to have to definitely keep that in mind and keep the Seraph moving a lot closer to Vale, so that if that ever does happen, at least I've got a large heavy to hopefully block line of sight. So I think those two things, yeah. I mean, I wanted to try to play some other lists to maybe diversify my own playstyle or get a little better, especially with like infantry and things like that. But I think maybe just the way I play, or I'm comfortable, I feel better with more beasts. And so I've gone back to my kind of core list, my core battle group of Scythian, Ravagor, Typhon, and the Seraph. And so I'm filling in, I'm experimenting a little bit with the Raptors and Anissa. Didn't go super well, but that's, I'm not going to discount that just yet.
Yeah, it was just they just didn't end up making a huge impact with the game because it was so fast and so concentrated around the middle, and they're more flankers. So we're definitely gonna continue this All Roads Lead to Hardcore video blog series, and I should have my 50-point Ashland list, although I'll have to use many proxies for you next time. So hopefully that'll give Andy and Mark and Paul a variety of opponents. And,
that's true. Yeah, we have 3 guys now that are signed up. So me, Rev Random. We have Paul Apollo. Boy, that's clever what he did there, huh? And
Paul,
Mark.
clever.
Yeah, not really.
Love you, Paul.
Yeah, don't edit that out. Paul does all of our editing. And then Mark, who, Ironmonger, and these are all the names on the Privateer Press forum. So all 3 of us have signed up. We are going to be at the Hardcore tournament on Saturday, and we're also kind of hoping that maybe we'll even get matched up against each other, so at least one of us is guaranteed to move on to another round. And no, just for all you guys who would think about it, we're not going to have one guy deliberately sandbag and just run his caster forward to get slaughtered super quick to get the Mage Hunter award. We wouldn't do that.
We considered it. Yeah, I will not be there due to a variety of financial and commitment issues. But I will be rooting them on in spirit, and I will be doing as much as I can to train them.
Yep.
In the weeks to
come.
Flogged
by Retribution Syra. One of these days I hope to deliver a battle port where Legion actually wins. I think before we started recording these things I had an okay track record going.
Yeah, I mean you were kicking people's butts, but
I know, I think people just got too used to playing
crumpled
against me
under
or something.
pressure.
Yeah, I know. Choke.
Well, what have they? We played 3 times. Who else have you played?
Let's see. I played a Protectorate game last night against the Avatar. That turned.
You had that though.
Okay, yeah, well, I was kind of helping out a new player too, so I'm gonna wave my own flag.
And you beat
on that
Lacey. Lacey's a really good player.
Yeah, so we've had a variety of games.
Stop your whining. I think I'm just your nemesis.
Yeah.
Vyros knows how to defeat the Legion because Bird's Eye versus Eyeless Sight.
Getting lucky, man. Those dice rolls suck for me.
Always blaming the dice.
Yeah. Oh well. C'est la vie.
All right, so we're gonna sign off. Hopefully. Here comes Mark and Paul now, so hopefully we'll have another battle report for you soon.
All right, cheers.
Love you, Master Shake.